Welcome back, people. I never know when I've gone live, really, so yeah, this is where we are. We are back with more of our Pokemon Sapphire single stage only run. Been making some decent progress, and we finally have all 8 gym badges, meaning Princess Daisy here is ready to take on Victory Road and then the Pokemon League. In a little bit, though, because, well, I want to go some places first. And to do that, we're just going to slap Fly back onto Yoshi here. In exchange for Solar Beam. So I've been doing some planning, as you might have expected. Trying to decide which Pokemon would be best suited for taking on the Elite Four. And I already knew a few of them that I was planning to bring. Specifically, these 3 that I have just bumped to the second row. They all bring something very important. Buzzy is a fighting type that hits hard and goes fast, and is very capable of dealing pretty massive damage to two of the Elite Four's teams. We got a Dark-type Elite Four and an Ice-type Elite Four, and Buzzy should really just trivialize both of those. Rosalina here carries Ice Beam and has the ability to boost with Calm Mind, though we haven't used that one yet. And between those two things, Rosalina should pretty thoroughly trivialize the Dragon-type Elite Four, especially with the help of the surprise 4th member of our Elite Four team, Watt, who can baton pass speed boosts. Okay, good. It's just my phone telling me that I've gone live. I should make sure this thing is silent. And then we have Goombario, who is carrying Shadow Ball as a replace for Stab because, well, Goombario has 125 base attack and only 81 special attack. His physical attacks are better than his special attacks. So with Shadow Ball, Swords Dance, and Taunt, which he can relearn from the move relearner, Goombario here should have very little trouble in sweeping through the Ghost-type Elite Four member. Watt, when we get to the Elite Four, will be playing a supporting role with Thunder Wave, Baton Pass, Encore, and Agility, which I think I need to relearn from the move relearner. These 4 are the ones that we need to be especially careful to keep safe for the Elite Four. And with that said, I think I've decided on who the other 2 Pokemon going with us to the Elite Four will be. And it may surprise you. As far as Tuna goes, Tuna is arguably our best answer into Metagross specifically. Not only will Tuna have some niche potential support options in the Ice-type Elite Four with Yawn and Rock coverage if we need it, But Tuna has the ability Swift Swim, which doubles his speed in rain. And I checked. Even at this level, Tuna is just barely fast enough to match the speed of Steven's Metagross in rain with his current speed stat, which means with a couple more levels he'll outpace it. Tuna can also learn Earthquake. Meanwhile, Waluigi fills a bit of a blanket role. Some useful coverage in Flamethrower, just generally strong offenses on both sides of the spectrum, good speed thanks to his nature, and weirdly enough, the niche ability to set up Rain Dance, meaning if we need to, we can sack something to get Waluigi in front of Metagross, then set up Rain Dance and have Waluigi quickly die to bring in the Tuna. And the Tuna has such monstrous defense, and will have really good attack once fully invested, that he should be able to pretty soundly two-hit KO Metagross with Earthquake, should it come to that. So with that said, I don't know why I left the PC, those are the 6 Pokemon that we plan to use in the Elite Four. Which means those are the 6 Pokemon we're going to avoid using for a lot of the remainder of the run. Oh, hang on. Who's carrying... You're carrying the smoke ball. Okay, we gotta get you out for just a minute. Welcome to the stream, Brittle Lizard. We're going to spend the start of this stream doing some late-stage prep for the Elite Four and for Victory Road, and then we'll be heading in. We should be able to finish up the run this stream. So yeah, we'll be mitigating how often we use a lot of these Pokemon. Weirdly enough, Bowsette was a really strong contender for inclusion in our final team. But unfortunately, because she won't be able to outspeed Metagross even when she gets up to roughly the same level. It's kind of hard to take advantage of her and her good matchup into his couple of Steel-type Pokemon. And he's got as many Rock types on the team as Steel types. Okay, so we're going to visit a few locations I know of that will allow us to take advantage of TMs that we've gotten recently. Or HMs that we've gotten recently. One of them is the abandoned ship. Because we can dive now. And by using dive, we can get to an area in the ship that we weren't able to reach previously. Okay. Oh, I was literally facing the right spot at multiple points, and I just didn't look at it. Okay, we got the scanner. I don't think we needed that, but I'm pretty sure the TM we got in there was like Rain Dance or something. Yep, and we do most definitely want that. Alright. So now we zip on back to Slateport, hand over that scanner. I don't know if we need to, but why not? Take that deep sea tooth. Again, it doesn't matter. We're not getting a clam pearl in this run. Next location, let's take a quick visit up to Fall Arbor Town. And... okay, Sushi already knows Waterfall. Yeah, most of the... there are surprisingly few waterfall locations in the game. Mainly just because it's so late in the game when you get the option to use it. It does make it a tad tricky to try and remember where they are so that you can revisit them, because basically every waterfall in the game has some valuable item above it, or in the case of this particular waterfall, has an entire area above it. Hi, Lunatone. Can't recall. Is that Iron Tail or I think that's Iron Tail. Pretty sure that's all we needed in here. I'll do some exploring, but if we wind up facing a spot where we have to battle someone... Yeah, oh wait, I can just walk past them because they're a double battle. And double battles don't aggro onto you in this game. Let's see. What's this guy packing? Okay, that looks like it's a dragon trainer who will be carrying 2 Altaria. At level 38, what does Altaria even know? Dragon Breath, Takedown, Mist, and Safeguard. I just don't really think that there's anything else worth finding here. Like, we could get the Dragon Fang, but we've got no dragon coverage. Yeah, I just don't think there's a reason for us to stick around. I forgot to switch my Smoke Ball Pokemon up front. I can't get out this way, can I? No. I was hoping there was like a ledge or something that I could hop off of. It would have saved about 30 seconds. Alright, well, we got the one useful thing that we could get from there. Nothing else in there matters as far as this run goes. Again, there's a TM in there that is normally very useful because it contains Dragon Claw, but we just don't need it. Okay, let's see. We already got the TM for Rain Dance. We got Iron Fall, even though that probably doesn't matter. What was the other one that I wanted? Oh, right, Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb would be very nice to pick up. Trying to think if there's anything else, but I don't think there is. Nope, just Sludge Bomb. So this TM has technically been available ever since we beat Norman, but we didn't really have a reason to go and get it until now. Okay, I think those are the TMs we need. There are a few more items that I want to get, though. Oh, wait. Oh. I didn't mean to go back and talk to her. Well, like, I didn't mean to go back and start another battle. I forgot that there is a refight system on this route. Or in this game, it's just completely out of our control. Oh, I never came in here. So yeah, there's someone here on Route 104 that will give us an item that I really want to have. It's a single-use item, and there's only one in the game. I swear, the person that I'm looking for should have been there. Hang on. Hold up. Oh, dang it. There isn't one during this. There isn't one in this area. Okay. We can work around that. That's not really an issue. With that said... Okay, so there should still be a mental herb in Fortree. Oh, wait. It's also... No, it's saying that there's one on Route 104. Okay, this is weird. So it should be a girl outside the Pretty Petal Flower Shop. Aha! There we go. And now Fortree City. Okay, and this one wasn't available previously, but is now. As soon as I find the right house. Nice. Okay, we got our mental herb. I wanted both of those. Alright, I can't think of anywhere else that had items I was hoping to collect. Not thinking of any waterfalls round about the region. You know what? One thing that we might be able to do, I wonder if Professor Birch gives us any rewards for progress on our Pokédex. Huh. Wait, this is my house. Alright, that should be everything that we needed to collect ahead of time. So let's put together a team for making our way through Victory Road. We're gonna want sushi in there just for the purpose of just for getting past waterfalls and such. Surfing and getting past waterfalls. In fact, what TMs? Surf, Strength, Flash, Rock Smash, Waterfall. Can Love Disc learn Flash? No. Toadette can learn Flash. Sure, we'll drop Safeguard for that one. For the moment, we'll drop Secret Power in exchange for Strength. And we'll drop Rock Smash. Or we'll drop Protect in exchange for Rock Smash. We gotta swap out a few moves. I'm just kind of trying to spread it around. And then we have Surf on Sushi, and we have Waterfall on Sushi. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of testing here. I'm going to drop a save because I can't remember if Wally is at the start or the end of Victory Road. So to play it safe, we're going to have a save. And if we find out Wally is at the start, I am just going to reload the save. Because the alternative would be looking up where he turns up. And based on the trainer document I looked at, he shouldn't be until the end. But I don't necessarily fully trust it. Okay, so that's a trainer. That's a different person. Should probably just spam some repels here. That's part of what I usually do. Okay, so this guy coming up should have Manectric and Muck. Thank you for using that full restore. That's an excellent way for my Pokemon to get back up to full health. Okay, now he's got his Muck, which means best bet is probably going to be Toadette. It does spam evasion. Dang it. That's not good. Luckily, we have 100% accurate options. Oh, wait. The next couple of people that we're likely to encounter both have grass types, and also Bowsette is already holding the smoke ball, so... I swear the encounter rates in this cave are just complete insanity. Okay, so the only way down is past this girl, who has a Roselia. Shouldn't be any trouble for my Torkoal. And now we're down to Basement 1. In case she can see me from this distance, she can. At level 42, what's this Dodrio packing? Uproar, Rage, Tri-Attack, and Fury Attack. Your Pokemon can't touch me. Level 42 Kadabra should have the same problem. So he'll be bringing in his Lairon. Protect, Iron Tail, take down, Roar. So I am going to see if I can just take this thing out with Boo. If he gets some bad Iron Tail luck, then it should be doable. Okay, that was really bad Iron Tail luck for him, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it. Bye, Kadabra. Okay. Hang on, we're gonna back up. Well, there goes our last repel. The thing is, it's kind of to our benefit to clear out other trainers, because what we'll want to do is clear our way all the way through until we're at the end, but then not finish and warp back out so that we can get a better team for Wally. Okay, let's look at this floor. Oh, great. I really need to remember to be leading with a Pokemon that's either fast enough to run from battles, or carrying a smoke ball. So yeah, there's no way we're getting past this trainer without that. Thing is, she has a ground type and a fire type. What is a level 43 Sand Slash packing? Fury Swipe, Swift, Slash, Poison Sting. And a level 43 Ninetales. Ember, Quick Attack, Confuse Ray, and Safeguard. As insane as it is, Sushi should hypothetically be able to win this one. I vaguely remember this area, and I think we might want to go the other way first. Yeah, so I think there's a way to get through here without using Waterfall. But if you have Waterfall, you can bypass a couple of trainers. That said, is there anything worth getting here? Probably not. I already looked through all of the... TMs, so there really shouldn't be anything that we can run into that we care about finding. Okay, one last trainer, then we're going to escape rope out to pick a team specifically suited for Wally. This guy just has a Cacturn. A level 44, what's that packing? Needle Arm, Spikes, Feint Attack, and Ingrain. Nothing really threatening to Bowsette. So yeah, the reason I did that is just that Wally's team has some bigger threats than most of what we'd encounter in Victory Road, and we're going to want a team that's genuinely prepared for what he's carrying. Okay. So Wally has Altaria, Delcatty, Roselia, Magneton, and Gardevoir. I don't think that Gardevoir is capable of touching Dark types at level 45. It is not. So we're completely safe from that one as long as we have a Dark type. Magneton should be trivial as long as we have something that can do ground type damage. And that's where we're going to bring in a bit of a surprise player here. Because, as crazy as it is, I'm planning to take advantage of the singular decent hidden power type, or hidden power, period, not just type, but type and point value, on our team, which is Waluigi's 62 base power hidden power ground. The Roselia could be a tad annoying. That said, it's level 44, which means we're probably going to want Bowsette in the team for that. And Heracross is a good option to round that off. Sushi is just there to let us climb waterfalls and such. So Heracross is there for the Delcatty, Which, as long as we're carrying a Chesto Berry on both Bowsette and Buzzy, we shouldn't have any issues at that point. Okay, let's crack open that TM. Waluigi, you're going to learn Hidden Power. And we'll go ahead and drop Crunch for that one. Hang on. We're going to do one more thing here. I just realized we don't have any repels, and I would very much like to be able to repel through this, so... I'll admit, it was a good change when they made the Pokemon Center and the Pokemart all exist in one building. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think I am. Oh, one thing that I want to remember to do. We're going to break out a few of our rare candies. Just get everyone up to like level... I don't know, level 47 sounds reasonable. We'll even give Sushi those levels. crap, I don't have flash on anything. And even though I could get through here without it, I'm just gonna teach it to something. Rosalina has a move that she's not going to be using. Alright, let's switch into some battle music. While this isn't the same rival that we faced on Route 110, this is the final rival battle of the game coming up here. How's it going, Wally? Pokémon Trainer Wally would like to battle, and I would like to battle with Pokémon Trainer Wally. With that said, I've prepared properly for this battle. It shouldn't be much of a fight. Okay, Roselia's here, which means we're going into Bowsette. You have to tank a Giga Drain, but that should be fine. Yeah, that was a critical hit, so even... I don't even think 2 critical hits back to back could kill us, even with the Leech Seed chip. Oh, and we got a critical hit. Nice. Crit to crit. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that his Pokemon comes in before the end of the turn, meaning I lose some HP to Leech Seed anyway. Buzzy comes in. And now Gardevoir is in. And weirdly enough, Future Sight bypasses immunities in this generation. I don't even think it has a type effectiveness calculation. You can Calm Mind up all you want. You are incapable of damaging me. I mean, maybe... I don't think it'll go for Future Sight, even though it might technically deal damage, because it reads it as a Psychic type move, and... well, we're a Dark type. With that said, I'm going to try for a cheeky Shadow Ball here and hope that we hit through that evasion. One more. The thing is, if we hit through evasion, this is hitting Gardevoir's unboosted physical defense. Which means it does a lot more. And here comes Magneton. Waluigi, it's your turn. Hidden Power Ground. I mean, clearly I made a mistake there. I should not have been switching Waluigi into that move, since a critical hit would have killed. And then I would have had to do some rethinking on certain aspects of my Elite Four strategy, but oh well. Okay, we're not going to be... doing... Hang on. I just need to think about who needs moves deleted and who just needs moves relearned. I don't think Absol needs any moves deleted. No. Okay. First up, move deleter. Rosalina, forget Flash. You don't need it. The Tuna, forget like 3/4 of your moveset. Buzzy, forget strength. You're strength enough. Now here we'll probably have to... well, no, we won't have to make 2 trips. We can just put away Yoshi for a minute. That's just the digging dude. Okay, we're going to go through these guys' movesets one by one just to make sure we're not missing anything that we want. Rosalina doesn't need anything. Watt needs to remember agility. Watt hasn't learned agility yet. That will be... Okay, so that's a move that's coming up. We'll go ahead and put Rock Tomb back on the tuna. And you know what? It's a weird choice, but I'm going to pop Haze on there just temporarily, because I have no plans of betting the farm on a 75% accurate glare. Now, Goombario definitely needs to relearn something. He's got to relearn Taunt. And we'll go ahead and drop Quick Attack for that. There's one last thing that I just realized I want to check. Are there any other rewards that we want from the Trick House? No. We could get the magnet, but we don't need it. We could get a PP max, but we don't need it. Okay. So, nothing that we need from the Trickmaster's place. I am going to clear up some tabs to trim it down to just the Pokemon that we are using for the Elite Four. Because this will make it easier for me to double check stuff. All right. First things first, because we don't have any more battling to do prior to the Elite Four, I'm going to go ahead and level everyone up to the level cap. I might need to save and quit and add some more rare candies in. Aha, and there is Goombario's fourth move. We're going to drop Bite for Perish Song. Yeah, so Drake Salamence is level 55, so that's going to be our level cap for the Elite Four. And you know what? To play it safe, I'm going to take everyone to level 54 for now. Goodbye, Thunderbolt. You've served us well. But now Watt is a fully dedicated support Pokemon. Oh, welcome to the stream, Bee Marching. This stream, we're going to be finishing up the Elite Four. Oh, and welcome to the stream, Rafkin. Your name is the same as Brittle Lizards, so I didn't spot you in chat there for a second. We are finishing up this challenge today. Okay, so as far as it goes, Watt and Goombario both have their final movesets. Everyone else, I think, needs a little bit of fine-tuning. With that said, we're going to start by saving. And then we're going to switch over to the waiting screen so that I can do some fiddling in PK Hex. Main thing that we need to do is that we are going to crank the Tuna's EVs up. Since we've kept it completely out of battle up till this point, we can fully EV train it to precision. We gotta make sure that everyone else has fully invested EVs. Alright, everyone's fully invested. There is one other thing that I need to make sure of. We are going to make sure that friendship is maxed. What is the maximum friendship value anyway? Oh, these are the things that I don't remember in random scenarios. Okay, 255 friendship is the max. Some of our Pokemon are there or close to it, but rather than running around back and forth until they get there, we're just gonna speed up the process. There we go. Okay. Let's check a few more things just to be on the safe side. Don't mind the dings. Sorry, I am just making sure that when we switch back over, my controller is going to work. There we go. Alright. The whole team is leveled up, and they've had some fine-tuning to their movesets. With that said, it's time for that last bit of fine-tuning. So first of all, let's go ahead and get Calm Mind on Rosalina. That'll replace, for now that'll replace Explosion, because I have no real plans to use Explosion at any point. Going to go ahead and put Bulk Up on Buzzy. I think for our purposes we're going to replace Endure. I can see a couple of potential, like, desperate scenarios where we might see ourselves going for Mega Horn if we're really in trouble. jeez. We're going to put Earthquake on the tuna. Do we want it on the tuna, though? See, I'm torn a couple of ways here. I might hold off on doing anything with Earthquake until until the time comes when I expect to need it in a fight. So I'll have to be careful there. We're going to take the Elite Four nice and slow. We got time. Just looking at a couple other potentially useful moves that we've got floating around, seeing if they fit onto anyone who has a free move slot. Unfortunately, a lot of special moves fit onto Goombario, but he can't really make use of any of them. We could hypothetically put Focus Punch on Buzzy, but we've got no way of making sure that goes off. I'm just taking a minute to consider all of our options in case it wasn't clear. Okay, so we can fit Toxic on if someone needs it. Can anyone extra learn Taunt? Waluigi could if we need to. If we need him to. We will be teaching someone Rain Dance, but I'm going to hold off. A couple of these moves are... I'm holding off on teaching anyone any of them, simply because if someone randomly gets killed in the Elite Four, due to my doing something stupid, presumably, then we could really be in trouble at that point. It's the reason I'm holding off on learning Earthquake, because I don't anticipate using that one until Steven. It's the reason I'm holding off on teaching Rain Dance, because I don't anticipate using that one until Steven. Now this one I'm going to teach because there's only one Pokemon on the team that can learn it, and they should learn it. Waluigi, time to learn Sludge Bomb. There are a few Pokemon that could learn Aerial Ace, but we don't really have any... Oh, I guess only one Pokemon can learn it. Either way, we don't have any good targets for it. And Buzzy isn't Guts, so we won't bother with Facade. Because we would have to go in pre-poisoned and stuff, and that would just be really annoying for not much return. Yeah, I think we've got it. There's just one thing left. I changed my mind on Megahorn. We're going to drop Mega Horn for Endure. And that is for one desperate strategy that I could see taking place. Alright, let's head to the Pokemon League. Alright, gonna do some late stage cleanup of our inventory. Get rid of anything that could obstruct our space. That I don't see a reason to take in with us. Because I'm gonna drop some items in here and then we're gonna wind up taking some items out. You know, in hindsight, I should drop those PP restoring options back in there. We have Lepa berries for restoring PP, and we've got held items that I'd like to get a hold of. And as weird as it is, the only move that I see needing higher base is Encore. Except in this generation, does Encore... Yeah, Encore only has 5 by starting value at least. Okay. Now, just to think about it real quick, I'm double checking if there are any of these options that we just straight up can't use. I don't think we have anything carrying dark type coverage on the team, so we'll probably drop the black glasses. Yep, no dark coverage. We have some ground coverage and some normal. We have some fire coverage. And we could hypothetically have some grass. There's one battle where I'm considering having some grass coverage on the team. I won't go into it right now. We could have some water coverage, but honestly I don't think we will. No, we'll hang on to that. We got room. Hardstone. We've got rock coverage and ice coverage. Alright. And then, to round things off, we'll just get a crud ton of full restores. Ooh, there's one last thing I forgot to do. Hang on, we gotta take one last trip. To the Lily Cove department store, because I can't recall if we have any TMs for Protect in our inventory. There we are. Let's just get 10 of those. We also have these guys, 3 of whom were never actually on the team. They were just, well, we were given cast form, and these 2 were helping out with HMs. And we've got Peach, who is the only death in this run so far, and that is entirely because I'm stupid. Anyway. Alright, one last check. Right, double check movesets. So this moveset has 2 main things. We've got Taunt, Swords Dance, and Shadow Ball for sweeping Phoebe. Taunt will allow us to safely set up on the lead Dusclops. And Parish Song is currently our basically plan A against Metagross. Rosalina has Psychic, Ice Beam, and Calm Mind. We might throw something else in there if we feel the need. There are a couple of options that we could go for, but I don't know if we will. Waluigi currently has Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power, Flamethrower, and Haze. We will probably swap out one of these three moves for Rain Dance for the last battle to give an overall buff to the Tuna, who has just such a nice attack and HP stat at this point, thanks to all of that training. Also, enough speed that under Swift Swim he'll be able to outspeed anything that we come across. Yawn, Return, and Ancient Power will all be sticking around, and we'll probably be slipping Earthquake into that fourth move slot at some point. And then we have Watt, who is our speed boost passer and general early game setup option. Ready to throw out a Thunder Wave, encore something into a useless move, and pass some agility boosts. And we have Buzzy the Heracross, who is packing a basic damage move, a setup move, and Endure and Reversal are for one specific potential interaction in the late game. Or in the champion fight. So yeah, I think we've got everyone set up the way we want them. I am going to go ahead and give the Tuna... Oh, not use, give. The Tuna a Chesto Berry since he knows Rest. And that'll be helpful. Give Buzzy a Rare Candy. Let's do this. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. Welcome to the stream. And it is time to break out some of the best music in the entire Pokémon franchise. Let's see if I've already got it on my playlist. I do not. All right. Alright, people, let's go. I'm just double checking the item and the item one more time. First up is Sydney, the Dark-type Elite Four. Sorry, I just... There we go. Okay, so we gave Buzzy a white herb to get rid of that Intimidate attack drop, which will make it pretty clean, which should make for a perfectly clean sweep since we've got about a 9 level advantage here. We go for Brick Break, and that should be all we have to do. Brick Break should be able to one-shot his entire team. If I had used a setup move there, that could have been a problem, but I wasn't. I was just going for the kill. And to be clear, this is the theme for this area. And there has never been a better Elite Four and Champion theme. Like, it just doesn't get better than this. Okay, that was the simplest one. Nothing too complicated. We are going to give him a citrus berry for now, I guess. We're going to use an oran berry to restore his HP. And we're going to use a Lepa berry to restore the PP on Brick Break. That said, next matchup isn't his job. Gumbario with a mental herb. That's for one specific interaction that I'll mention when it comes up. But Gumbario has Shadow Ball, Taunt, and Swords Dance, which are the only moves he should need for the upcoming match. Okay. First things first, so this thing we want to get set up because there are a couple of pretty bulky Pokemon coming up in the back. This thing has Curse, Confuse Ray, Future Sight, and Shadow Punch. Now, it should read Future Sight as doing no damage because it's looking at a Dark type. And it should read Shadow Punch as pretty low damage, so I'm pretty confident that this thing is going to go for either Curse or Confuse Ray turn 1. That's what makes sense with its AI. Meaning if we taunt it, then it should lose its turn 1. And it can't curse us. See, Curse would have been a big issue, because we would have been taking a quarter of our HP in damage every turn. Now, however, we are completely free to set up a Shadow or a Swords Dance, and depending on how much this Shadow Punch does, okay, yeah, we're safe to set up another. Wait, what? Its taunt just ended? Hold up, we've got to switch now. Alright, here's the plan. It uses Shadow Punch. We encore it into Shadow Punch. This is risky because a crit here would actually be really bad. No! I'm so stupid. Okay, well, everything just got harder. Well, I guess now we understand what Flygon HG was talking about when he said to always play around the critical hit. Did it say that its taunt had ended or something? Or do I just not understand how taunt works in this generation? Does taunt only last for one turn? Sad thing is, that's all because I got greedy and decided to go for an extra Swords Dance, thinking that it would make it safer to get through some of the Pokemon in the back, but now we just lost a very important Pokemon. Okay, that's a problem. See, I knew there was no chance that I was going to be smart throughout this entire thing. The biggest issue that poses is that now I don't know if we're guaranteed to outspeed everything in Drake's team. So hang on. Elite Four Drake. His fastest Pokemon is Salamence at 132 speed. Yeah, without a speed boost, our Lunatone can't outrun that. Okay, let's heal up. Is a big problem, and it could have been easily avoided if I had just not been greedy. So yeah, our Lunatone's speed caps out at 114. There's no way that we outpace his Salamence without a speed boost, even if we outpace everything else. Okay, we're going to need to be a tad more clever here. Alright, well, it's time for Glacia. And we've got a pretty straightforward strategy here. I was going to do something a little bit more involved. See, Glacia leads with a Glalie who has a habit of setting up Hail and Light Screen at the start of the match to try and give the other stuff safe switch-ins. And my plan was to... My plan was to lead with Plusle, Thunder Wave at turn 1 to see what move it used, and then if it used a favorable move, encore it if it used one of its setup moves, encore it into that to give Buzzy a safe switch in and a turn or two to set up. As it stands, I think at this point the smart move is just to set up Bulk Up for a single turn. Do we have a Lumberry by any chance? We never came across a Lumberry, did we? Nope. I don't think there are any Lumberries available in the main game. I should have looked into it. Okay. So, with that said, because we've only got one turn of setup that I'm confident in taking, we're holding an Aspear Berry in case the Glalie decides to go for Ice Beam turn 1 and gets a freeze. If it goes for Ice Beam turn 1, even a critical hit shouldn't kill us, and we should get our Bulk Up set up. That Mental Herb, by the way, was for in case Sableye survived a hit. It had Attract, and Mental Herb would have prevented Attract shenanigans. Now, as far as the tuna goes, it has some potential here. If we need it to switch in and take an Ice-type move or something. In fact... No, I was thinking about using it for Yawn, but I think I'd rather have it in the back for that. Alright, let's do this. I think we can still pull this out. Okay, so best case scenario, it sets up Light Screen turn 1. It set up Hail, but that should be fine. So at least one positive is that in this generation, Hail doesn't give perfect accuracy to Blizzard. And in the ideal situation, none of these Pokemon should be able to stand up to a +1 Heracross anyway. But there is that chonky Walrein in the back. Okay, so that was the level 50 Celio. I don't know, maybe it was planning to go for Body Slam or something. Okay, we one-shot all of the first 4 Pokemon. But the most dangerous one is the last one. We got the one shot. Okay. So that was safe. That was as trivial as I thought it should be, but... you know, gotta play it safe. Okay, let's break out a few Lepa berries. Restore Break. Restore Bulk Up. Restore Shadow Ball. Taunt. And Sword Stance. And I think I'm going to shake up my strategy at least a little bit here. Two things that I want to do. Okay, so up next is Drake, and I was going to roll with a very straightforward baton pass of agility to Lunatone for an easy Calm Mind sweep. But now I'm thinking that we might want to go with something a little bit different. So... we are going to teach... this is Rain Dance, right? Yeah, okay. We are going to teach Rain Dance to Waluigi. In place of... hang on, let me check the remaining opponents. Hidden Power. So, the plan, as I'm thinking about it right now, is to lead with the Tuna and set up and use Yawn to put Shelgon to sleep. And then hopefully switch Lunatone in on... hopefully switch Lunatone in on a turn that it uses Protect, because it does have a tendency to go for Protect. And it shouldn't spam Rock Tomb too long, because I think just a single Rock Tomb should be enough to outspeed me. Yeah, in fact, it starts out outspeeding me. So once it's done using Rock Tomb, it should go for either Protect or Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw does the most damage, and Protect, well, it loves to spam that. If we can get Lunatone in without a speed drop, then we can set up a single Calm Mind and go for Ice Beams to at the very least clear through 4 of his Pokemon. Hang on, how fast are the others? I should double check this. So the Flygons both outspeed, which is risky because one of them knows Crunch. So with that said, Rosalina has... Are there any items that could sway things in Rosalina's favor? How much does Shell Bell heal? I think it's 1/16 of the damage dealt, which isn't great, but 1/8 of the damage dealt. That could be worth it. Could potentially outpace the healing from Chestoberry. Chestoberry is only healing a little less than 1/5 of our HP in total. Yeah, I think that's the right call. It does depend. This depends a good bit on when he decides to bring out his Salamence, but I think we can do some smart pivoting. Or can we? Yeah, I think we can do some smart pivoting to get the tuna in safely when Salamence comes out. And if that happens, then the tuna should be able to do some really good damage with Ancient Power. The question is just whether we want to go with Chesto Rest on the tuna or give it a heart. Oh wait, we never got the Heartstone. Okay, no question. Alright, I think this should work. Let's make sure everyone has the right items. And full PP. Oh, we should give you a Citrus Berry. What on our team can outspeed that Salamence? I should be aware of this going into the fight. Okay, so it's got 132 speed. Which means Absol, Buzzy, so Gumbario, Buzzy, Waluigi all outspeed the Salamence. Okay, I think our plan is good. Let's go for it. I should keep that window where I can see it. Wait, we outspeed? I'm pretty sure that thing was supposed to be faster. Okay, so it shouldn't go for Rock Tomb now, at the very least. If it does, then we're gonna have to get creative here. Yes! Okay, it protected on the turn that we switched in. That's what I was guessing would happen. But I couldn't be certain. I don't think it's a smart move to go for a second. Okay, now if I had to guess, he's going to bring in his Flygon here or his Salamence. Brought in Salamence, so he should be going for Crunch. We switch in Buzzy. Buzzy baits Fly. We switch in the Tuna. There we go, pivoting. And we underspeed, so we get hit by Fly, and that gives us a clear shot to use Yawn. And now even his best move, which is Dragon Claw, shouldn't quite be enough to KO here. Even through a critical hit. And he's out of healing range. I'm going to rest either way. I've got my Chesto Berry, so I'll wake up next turn. And this keeps the Tuna at high health. And it stays asleep. Okay, so the Tuna will be at full health and should be able to use Yawn to I'm guessing he's bringing in the Digging Flygon. It's impossible to tell, but I'm assuming that this is the one that knows Dig. Went for Sandstorm. Interesting. Unfortunately, it's probably going to go for Dragon Breath here. I think the safe move is to bring in Buzzy to bait Fly again. How high is Rosalina's special defense, anyway? It's pretty good, but it's coming off of a middling HP stat. Which means I can't really guarantee anything. Now, that thing is faster than me, I believe. Yeah, it's faster. So I can't really afford to set up a Calm Mind, because if I get hit with Dragon Breath and get paralyzed, it's going to be a problem. But at the very least, Ice Beam should one-shot, and I should have a pretty decent chance of shutting this thing down. And I might get back to full HP with that. with that damage. Yes, I did. Okay. Now the trouble is, there's nothing that I can really do to prevent this thing from going for Crunch on Rosalina. It's like, if I do any switching, it's still going to outspeed. I don't have any speed control options. I suppose maybe I should have taught, maybe I could have taught the Tuna Rock Tomb, but that's still not reliable, even. I think my best bet is just to go for Ice Beam and hope that he doesn't crit, or at the very least that a Crunch crit doesn't kill. Okay, a Crunch crit wouldn't have killed. We're getting some HP back. Luckily, that's only coming off of an 80 base special attack. And no, I didn't look that up. I just happened to know that Flygon has 80 in every stat except speed, which is 100. Luckily, here we outspeed and are safe for the one-shot. Okay, that was way more stressful than it should have been, because it should have been a piece of cake. If we had been using Plusle, but even then, we made it through. We played it smart. Let's go ahead and heal up the team. Lepa berries for everyone. Let's check if anyone else needs Lepa berries. Okay, that's a no, and as weird as it is, I think my smart move here is leading with Waluigi, because this is just a guess, but I'm... Okay, so Waluigi outspeeds... Luckily, Steven's team is a bit on the slow side. That's like the only advantage we have. Most of our team outspeeds all of his team. Yeah, that outspeeds everything. That outspeeds everything. That outspeeds everything. That outspeeds quite literally nothing. And that outspeeds everything. Okay. We gotta talk strategy now, so let's get... I gotta get the Bulbapedia page pulled up. And I want to check... Where is Taunt? Can Waluigi learn Taunt? Waluigi can learn Taunt. I think the right move here... Yeah, he doesn't really have any setup sweepers. The only thing that can really set up is... like, as far as just raw stat gains, is Metagross with Meteor Mash. Technically, Claydol has that 10% Ancient Power chance, but we're just going to not give Claydol a reason to use Ancient Power. Anyway... we're going to lead with Taunt Waluigi to prevent his Skarmory from getting any spikes up. So yeah, Taunt on Waluigi will shut down any attempts at spikes. And then Flamethrower should do a good job of finishing off the Waluigi. Or finishing off the Skarmory. I predict will be a 2-hit. It could be a 1-hit, but that would be against the odds. That said, 132 special attack is no slouch. Now, what's going to happen when Skarmory goes down? It's either going to be that Aggron comes out with either Aggron is going to come out to use Earthquake, or Claydol is going to come out to use Earthquake. One of the two. I don't really know how much it matters, we just need to make sure that we have switch-ins for both. So as far as Claydol using Earthquake... as insane as this sounds, I'm actually tempted to switch into Buzzy regardless of which of those it is. Claydol can technically use Ancient Power, but it shouldn't go for it because Earthquake will always do more damage. And we could hypothetically get a couple of bulk ups off on the Claydol. At which point we might even be able to deal with Armaldo. See, the trouble with using Buzzy is that when it comes in, Armaldo has Aerial Ace in the back, and that means that Buzzy is really unsafe regardless of what happens, because Armaldo hits like a truck, and Buzzy has okay defenses, but not great. With a couple of bulk ups, that could change. If Aggron comes in, then it's a piece of cake. We switch in Buzzy and hit a Brick Break to bring it down before it can, like, paralyze us with Thunder or something. And we should take pretty minimal damage there. Yeah, I don't know if we can justify trying to set up on the Claydol, just because if we do, we would need to swap out one of our... we would need to swap out Reversal or Endure. Oh. For probably Return, to give us something that can actually damage the Claydol. With 2 bulk ups, we could probably tank an Aerial Ace from Armaldo if it doesn't crit. Of course, that's just barring... So, here's the thing. We need to pin down his Metagross as his last Pokemon, preferably, Because if we can, then we can guarantee the kill on it with Goombario's Perish Song. If we lock it in, we can kill it with Perish Song. Yeah, Goombario doesn't have a good way of setting up here. I don't think Sword Stance is the right move to have on him anymore. Hang on. Protect instead of Sword Stance. Well, we'll hold off on that for just a sec. Okay, first things first, we're going to do something that I know we want in this setup. The Tuna is going to learn Earthquake. And the only thing on this team that I could... You know what? Okay, we got Earthquake on the Tuna. Rosalina doesn't really have many options. Like, one of the options is definitely Protect, just to stall out a turn of Perish Song if we need to. Is there anything else that would be useful on... Rosalina? Toxic could actually be useful. Hang on. Because that Armaldo... Is that a good idea, though? Because he would probably wind up just full restoring through it. So we could use Toxic. That's about it. It's either Toxic or Protect. And I think given that 3 of Steven's Pokemon are Steel types, Toxic is less likely to be helpful. I could see the Cradilly being an issue, and I would kind of like to have a more direct way of countering... Wait a second, I just realized something very interesting. Oh, but that's risky. As weird of a choice as this is, I'm going to give Rosalina the citrus berry. I'm going to give Waluigi the shell bell. So I don't anticipate... There are a couple of matchups where Waluigi might have to stick around for a while, in which case that shell bell could put in work. But I think we've got roughly what we need. So we've got Flamethrower and Taunt for the Skarmory. We've got Rain Dance for setting up, for giving Tuna a speed boost if we need it to sweep at the end. We've got Sludge Bomb probably for Cradilly. Weirdly enough, Waluigi is one of our better answers into Cradilly. Just because, well, its main coverage options are it's got grass, poison, and rock moves. And also we can taunt it to keep it from using Confuse Ray. Armaldo is a bit dangerous, but if it happens to come in on Buzzy, especially if Buzzy has at least one bulk up boost, we can actually endure against Aerial Ace to survive at 1 hit point, and that'll crank up the damage on Reversal to... At 1 hit point, Reversal's damage is 200. So there's a good chance that we can make use of some Endure Reversal. Goombario has... Taunt... We're giving Goombario 2 new moves. Goombario is getting Protect to potentially stall for Perish Song turns. And because nothing... Oh, I was about to say nothing on this team takes much... Well, no, we still... It's too frail to switch in on Claydol, otherwise that Shadow Ball would be good. Where's the TM for Thief, though? Because if we survive at least 1 turn against Metagross, if it manages to miss a Meteor Mash or a Hyper Beam, then we could Thief away its Chesto Berry. There's Thief. Question is, keep Shadow Ball around for potentially coming in on Claydol to deal with it, or keep Taunt around to... I think the right call is to keep Shadow Ball around. I think we want something that can do real damage. And we don't want an item on Goombario, as weird as that sounds. So we got the Shell Bell. Yep. A moveset. No item. We got a Cherry Berry to help it if Aggron decides to Thunder against it, because we could potentially set up on Aggron as well. And we've got the moveset that I want. Got the moveset there that I want. And a Citrus Berry. Citrus berry. And, yep, let's go for it. I think I've done enough thinking. It's do or die time. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. Sorry, I didn't see it. How long ago was that? Like 4 minutes? My bad, sorry. It's time to face Steven Stone, the greatest Pokemon champion. Okay, first things first, we don't want it setting up spikes, because that would make our switching problematic. We're just gonna taunt. And, you know what, before I forget, I'm going to look up how taunt works in Gen 3. Duration of taunt is 2 turns. Okay. So we're going to take either a Steel Wing or an Aerial Ace here. It's a 2-hit KO. With any luck, he will heal. Dang it. If he had healed, we could have gotten extra healing back with our Shell Bell. After that, it's going to be pretty minimal. I'd suspect maybe a 4 hit points. 5. Claydol. Okay, so it's going to be going for Earthquake. Rosalina doesn't really have a very specific role in this matchup. I think this is a smart move to make. Oh, a crit. Nice. That was very helpful because it totally would have survived 1 hit from Ice Beam. And now Armaldo, really? I guess it's going for Water Pulse, most likely? I feel like the smart move here is just to go for damage. Like, we could set up a Calm Mind, or we could go straight for Psychic. I guess I'll set up a Calm Mind. We're going to take a lot from Ancient Power, and we are risking the Omni Boost. But I think that Calm Mind should guarantee the 2-hit kill with Psychic. The trouble is, if we leave Rosalina in here and get the kill, the next Pokemon that's going to come out is almost certainly Metagross. Which means leaving Rosalina in here is just a... well, getting the kill with Rosalina is a bad idea. Not so much leaving her in. I feel like the right call here is to sack Rosalina to make sure that Metagross isn't the next thing in. The trouble is... You know what? I'm not going to. Not yet, anyway. Cradilly, thank goodness. Okay, the trouble is, we still might want to sack Rosalina here. Because if we do that, then we can get Seviper in safely. If we sack Rosalina, we can get Waluigi in safely, and it should be able to deal with the Cradilly, and it comes with the advantage of being able to set up Rain. I know, I love Cradilly's design. It's honestly one of my favorite Hoenn Pokemon. You know what? I feel like deliberately sacking Rosalina isn't the right call. We should at least get off the damage that we can beforehand. So I'm going to go for Ice Beam. There's a small chance, I think, that this kills Cradilly at +1. I kind of doubt it, but I think it's a chance. And at the very least, it'll take some damage. It might force him to heal on the next turn. Rosalina, thank you for being so good throughout this run. Okay, we're sludge bombing into this. With any luck, we'll get a poison. Couldn't agree more, Lastborn. Rosalina deserves that crown. Okay, this is dangerous. And there's only one correct move here. We use Rain Dance. Waluigi, I'm sorry. It's the right call. With Rain Dance up, the Tuna should be able to take out Metagross. We're hoping... If this isn't a 2-hit KO, then we can leave behind a Yawn. If this doesn't crit, we survive. He's going to go for a full restore. Well, he might. It depends on where his Chesto Berry leaves him. Or his Citrus Berry. Big brain move. Oh, I really thought he was going for the full restore. Hang on, does he only have like 1? No, he has 4. I really thought that he was in healing range, but that's okay. We can work with this. Okay, first things first. We're going to endure. Okay. Now I need to check something. The thing is, there was a chance that Brick Break didn't kill from that range, and there was a chance that he could crit. And if I Brick Breaked, he survived, and then I didn't crit, and then he crit, it would be all over. Okay. Effect. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I gotta run a quick calculation to find out how much what percentage HP I am. We're at 23%. That puts us in the 80 base power bracket. Which is slightly stronger than Brick Break, but I think the right choice here, since we're guaranteed a turn of sleep, is to bulk up. He fell asleep at the end of last turn, he can't wake up this turn. Now to reversal. Okay, now we're going to endure. And even if that paralyzes, we've got a Cherry Berry. Max power reversals. Eat it, Steven. We've won. He can't win now. He doesn't outspeed, and we one-shot his last Pokemon. Even if it wasn't already at low health. Even if this thing wasn't at low health, we would have the one-hit KO with reversal. Though, weirdly enough, we did actually get bopped out of our... Well, did we? What bracket does 4 HP out of 165 put us in? I'm curious. About 2.4%. Okay, we were still in the bracket that gives us 200 base damage on reversal. So that was still a max damage reversal, even though we leveled up. Oh. Oh, and this guy, who has never even come close to beating us, just showed up. No, actually, this guy has come close to beating us before, but... Oh... And now for this last bit, I'm going to unmute the game. We did it! With 2 Pokemon alive in the last battle. Waluigi, your sacrifice will be remembered. Lumbario, thank you for being just generally reliable in this Elite Four challenge. Rosalina, Vatuna, Watt, I'll miss you all. Watt, I'll probably miss you the least, but that's just because your stats caused me no end of grief. I still like you. Princess Daisy has now become the champion of the Pokemon League. And let's not forget all of our other Pokemon, because we had quite a few friends who helped us along the way. I mean, just talking about the ones that were with us for a while and had their chance to participate in their share of important battles. Let's not forget our starter, Boo the Sableye. Like, that thing carried us in the early game. We wouldn't have been able to get past a lot of battles without that little Boo. Bubulb the Roselia, absolutely instrumental in clearing Watson. Would have been pretty much impossible without him. And steadily so important, even swept Wallace for the 8th gym badge. We have Bowsette the Torkoal, who was very important into Flannery and just a variety of other battles, being an extremely good defensive tank. I was really surprised that Bowsette didn't come with us to the Elite Four, but she just didn't have the best matchup into a lot of it, and I had to go with what gave us the best odds. And then I think the last ones that really had the chance to contribute, because we didn't just get them at the end and then basically never use them, were Luigi the Kecleon and Yoshi the Tropius, both of whom had their part in several important battles. Luigi was a good special tank and pseudo dark resist when we needed it. And I mean, Yoshi carried us quite literally across the region on his back. Very appropriate for a Yoshi. The end of that was tense, but we made some good decisions, we played it safe, and for the most part, the last few battles we played around the crits. The Eni. That is going to be it for the stream. It was a fun challenge. It definitely wasn't the hardest Nuzlocke we've done. Despite being tricky at some points, it got a lot easier toward the end, and had I not been stupid and gotten Plusle killed, the entirety of the Elite Four I think would have been pretty trivial after I figured out some strats that would have had a really good chance against Steven. Because I think that we probably could have just set up a bulk up and swept the entirety of Steven's team with reversal once we got it to max power by just throwing out an Endure against one of his Pokemon with flying coverage. I think we could have done that pretty easily. I think we could have done that deathless had I not gotten Plusle killed, but I became a panicky idiot for a moment there when I discovered that I didn't know how taunt worked. But we made it. In the end. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could go for the true champion fight, which is just a rematch with Steven in this one, but oh, there's my absentee father. We could hypothetically go and track down a bunch of legendaries that are all technically single stage Pokemon and take them to the final battle with Steven. We could get the Wandering Latios, or Latias, not Latios, Latias. I'm joking about all of this, by the way. We're not picking it up. I'm just going to go and lay our fallen team members to rest. Honestly, out of all the Pokemon on the team, I really didn't expect Goombari. I didn't expect our Absol to be one of the ones to survive. Let's go put our team to rest. What the? Okay, we're going to move the Pokemon that were never actually on our team out of the graveyard and just into a random box. You realize we only had one death prior to... We had one death prior to the Elite Four, one death in the Elite Four, and 3 deaths in the champion fight. These are our fallen teammates who gave their all so that we could become champions. And these are our teammates who survived. Managed to keep our starter alive, which is pretty nice. And we'll finish it off with the delightful tones of Little Root Town. Thanks everyone for being here. It has been fun. I'm glad that we were able to do this. It was a nice break from Stardew Valley. I've got a few games lined up, so I think I'll just surprise you with what we play tomorrow. And in the meantime, thanks for chatting and lurking and coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. I hope y'all enjoyed. I appreciate y'all, and I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. I'm doing the finger wiggles without the repeated bye-byes because, you know, this is a victorious moment, and I don't know, it feels out of step with it.